Good evening, Outlaws. That's right. Hey, it's your host, KGB, from the C Sports Network. Oh, I'm still getting things set up here, guys and gals. But yes, we are back. Hey there, David. Welcome in, my friend. Appreciate you being the first to sit and wait while we wait to start. I certainly appreciate that kind of loyalty, man. Just getting everything up and rolling. We're going to find out here. Give me 1 second. All right, we still got to get our green screen up here. Maybe we'll Showski out to the sun. See if we can throw the screen up. Make sure to put that foot out over there. All right. He's getting us our green screen up. Like I said, you crush, you don't have to be quiet. They can't hear nothing. Only if you want to talk. Got my buddy Crusher, who has a YouTube channel of his own, but he hasn't really posted too much content to it for quite some time. Actually, I think one of the last things you posted was the weird light you caught shining up in the sky. Rainbow Six Siege. What? That's funny. That's absolutely funny. All right, guys and gals, we are about 8 minutes from first pitch. Yes, guys and gals, I was away for over a week, so I certainly hope the algorithm is not going to punish me too bad due to those storms that came through. Boy, my internet, over the weekend, this past weekend, it just kept getting worse. I kept seeing upload being lost, and finally, I was down into the point like 2737 upload. No way I could stream ever with that. And they started Tuesday morning. I talked to them right away at 8 a.m. And they have fooled around. And as of today, they believe it was a faulty radio at the tower. And they did some frequency changes. It's not fully back to what it was, but hopefully it's going to do what we need it to do. I lost some download out of it. At one point, they had 130 Mbps download pushing here in a 27. It was either a 27 Mbps or a 37 Mbps upload. And for whatever reason, they can't get it to. They could get it to the tower like that, but they can't get it inside for whatever reason. We haven't the slightest clue what's going on. So, but hey, we're here, ready to rock and roll. Got some baseball tonight. All right, so I'll go over the batting order for the Atlanta Braves while we wait. Ozzie Albies will be batting first and playing second base. We got Austin Riley, who's our third baseman, will be batting second. Marcell Ozuna, oh yeah, there I am. Hey everybody. We got Marcell Ozuna, our DH, batting third. Matt Olson, our first baseman, will be batting fourth in the order. Adam Duvall will be picking up right field duties in the absence of Ronald Acuna, and he'll be batting fifth. We got Orlando Arcia, our shortstop, who will be batting sixth in the order. Michael Harris, the second center fielder, batting seventh. Sean Smurfinator Murphy, our catcher, will be batting eighth. And Jared Kelnick, left fielder, will be batting ninth. And then Reynaldo López, everybody, a right-handed pitcher, will be our starting pitcher for the night. Looks like, yep, let's take it down to the field.
Atlanta Braves baseball on Valley Sports is presented by Truist. Friday night in Atlanta at Truist Park, the Oakland Athletics.
Right, now we just need to wait for our interactive.
And the Atlanta Braves wearing the Reds tonight to begin the series.
Say you, Mav?
And
yes,
also
sir.
Former Oakland A reuniting with some old friends, and we reunite
heard
with
it.
you.
My cam.
Booth, Brandon Gunn, CJ.
We'll be joined by Mr.
Braves
Maverick
coming
himself,
off a tough series against the Nationals. Nationals winning 3 of 4. Now you got
Game
an
is
Oakland
up.
team coming in here, CJ, who actually started the season pretty well. They were 17-17, but since then they've been struggling a little bit.
They have, and that's good news for the Braves. We joked about it yesterday, the tough loss that they had in Tampa and getting walked off in extra innings, but it really has been a struggle over their last 24 at just 6 and 18. You mentioned them starting at 17 and 17. There's been a real issue for them offensively. The defense has been a disaster. Starting pitching, there have been some struggles as well, and so that's the really good news here for the Braves going up against the A's. There's even more good news, and that's because Reynaldo López will be on the mound here tonight. He has been terrific, and one of the things
I'm going to refresh that.
Continues his hot start to 2024 when we bring you the Friday Night Showdown presented by Kaiser Permanente. Get something cold, get settled in on that couch. We got Braves baseball next on Valley Sports.
You heard it. Braves baseball next on Valley Sports.
Phone call from the boss? Sorry.
A little bit of music playing while we wait for that to come back off commercial. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. There's Mr. Maverick himself.
Hey, everybody. Just enjoying after a long, hard day work and cutting 2 yards. I'm enjoying a nice, refreshing Sonic Blast.
Handshake.
Man shake. That's right. Reese's style, baby. So if you don't mind, I'm enjoying my dessert tonight. So.
You hear that, Crush?
Yeah, I heard him.
He's enjoying the man shake.
Doesn't surprise me.
Rub it in, rub it in, rub it in.
Rub it in, rub it in. All right. So
Well, today for lunch, I actually had a big ribeye steak with baked potato and green beans and 2 rolls today for lunch. So.
God, you pig.
Little tube steak on the side.
Funny. Funny.
Hey, you doing? How you, D? Hey, Nathaniel, David. I certainly hope so too, D. Everything's looked good so far. Been stuck right up in green, 100%. Haven't lost anything yet, so fingers crossed, my friend. Fingers crossed. D says it's goat milk in that shake. I know him all too well. Listen to it. He just laughs.
Yeah.
All right, guys and gals. We haven't even started the game, and we're up to 9 likes.
He's been very consistent. He did great here
looks
at
like
home in Truist Park. And the one thing we noticed different, everybody wondered about the repertoire.
Nice to
what
warm
has
it up.
changed from being a reliever?
All right, interactive. Here we go.
10% higher.
Let's hope the
usage than what he
interactive is
did
working
a year
tonight
ago as a
for
reliever.
us.
So the fastball slider to go along with the curveball and some changeups once in a while for Lopez.
Abraham Toro will lead it off for the Oakland A's. Manager Mark Kotsay will line it up like this, presented by your local Toyota dealers.
There for a minute, they were playing the Halloween music.
First 3.
Yeah.
Lopez faces.
That's his intro. That's Lopez's intro music, dude.
Oh, okay.
Lopez is ready. You're ready. We hope you are ready. And off we go on the Friday night showdown, right on time at 7:20 Eastern.
Yeah, guys, just trying to get the interactive up.
We have lucked out with weather all week. Another nice night. 78 degrees right now as Toro fouls that off, and he's down in the count 0-2. So you got an Oakland team who started, as we mentioned, a little better than anticipated. After a couple of 100-loss seasons the last 2 years, Mark Kotsay had him off to a 17-17 start. But now they've slipped to 23-30.
All right, I have to pause up the game.
In the West.
Well, that was a foul ball, 0-2.
On this next windup, I can release it and try to get it synced up for you guys real good.
All right, Lopez is in his windup. 0-2 pitch, fires. Swung on.
No, not
Popped
that
up.
big.
At the track. Out number 1.
This ball in play out to right.
You're ahead of me.
Ball on the track, but he's
okay.
I told you I was waiting for the windup from the interactive.
Well, we just talked about Reynaldo Lopez and the consistency has been so good. We need to see a little bit more.
All right, guys and gals, we are
Certainly
synced.
the Braves could use a good start from him.
There's
and then
the
on other
volume
side,
turned up.
The idea of going for the early
Here we
knockout
go.
against JP Sears, the
We
opposing starter
have
for
one out, top
the
of the
A's. Their
first.
bullpen is an
We got
absolute mess right now.
JJ
It has been completely
Blade
overworked. If they can get to
with
him early, get him out of the game,
2.50
it really will set
average,
the tone for the whole season.
806 OPS, 8 home runs on the season.
And as has been
Gotta be
documented,
1-0 in the
Braves
count.
need to get that offense going. It was a struggle against Washington. Nationals came in, took
Leday
3
has
of 4
22 RBIs on the
to begin the
season as well.
7-game homestand.
That's going to be hit to second base.
Routine ground ball to
First,
Ozzy.
that's
Albies
out
Bidet
number
is out.
Out number 2.
So Ozzy's at second, but here's the outfield first. Braves defense presented by our friends at Racetrack. Orlando up the middle with Ozzy, Riley and Olsen at the corners, and Sean Murphy the catcher. Of course, Matt Olson, Sean Murphy, both former Oakland A's. So this series down there before the game, catching up with a lot of old friends, those two. Rooker fouls it back.
Foul
And I
ball.
wonder what it means to them, knowing, just like for all of us, that we will very likely never go back to the Oakland Coliseum because the A's are here this year. That means the Braves will visit the A's, but it sounds like they will not be in Oakland, and likely Sacramento.
Yeah, it's one of those never say nevers, but it feels like after this year they will never play in the Coliseum again. That's the plan. It's supposed to be Sacramento the next 3 years, and then that new stadium in Vegas ready
Well,
for
great, everybody.
2028.
Appreciate you stopping through. If you haven't done so, please hit that thumbs up.
Lopez looking for a 1-2-3 first.
Down in the
Slider
dirt, all
that
two.
Rooker stays away from. 2-2.
Count is even. 2 outs, top of the first. No score.
Rooker having a nice season, leads the team with 35 runs driven in, also 11 home runs. That did not miss by much. It's John Lipka back there tonight with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, this is
guy when we take
I
a
see
look
old
at his
Angel
strokes,
Hernandez,
right-handed hitters up that you just saw
retired
right there. He
abruptly.
does not call very often. So
yes, sir.
something that you put in the back of your mind, and then to those
Good
lefties
riddance.
down and away, also very tight. So.
Well, it doesn't matter where that one was, even though it was out of the zone. Rooker went after it. Lopez has a 1-2-3 first. That slider has been working all season long.
On further news, everyone, that last batter that's Mr. Brent Rooker has been in trade speculation with the Braves. Also, Bo Bichette, as we call him, Bobo Shit. And also there's also another trade speculation that the Washington Nationals that would send Eddie Rosario and one other player to Atlanta for Nacho Alvarez and another pitching prospect, or one outfielder prospect and one pitching prospect to the Washington Nationals. So I'll keep an eye on it as best I can. I'll let y'all know what happens. Stay tuned to both channels, because like I said, I might do a stream. My buddy here may be doing a stream, and I'm in there with him, and I'll let y'all know what I see and hear before you guys get a hold of it. So
Toyota dealers.
let's go. Let's go Braves.
We are back
one of the
to Truist
slappers
Park.
hitting cleanup, and the other 6 with Orlando Arcia behind Duvall tonight. And the pitcher is JP Sears, the lefty for Oakland. They've had so many injuries to their rotation in the month of May. And CJ, he's really the only member of their beginning of the year rotation that's left.
Yeah, he's been really steady for them. This will be start number 12 on the year. Good ERA. This is what he's got in the Sears catalog. Sweeper, 4-seam fastball, changeup, 2-seam.
Come on,
and
Albies.
slider. He leads with the sweeper. That's the pitch he throws the most.
The old Sears catalog. That's where I used to give my parents my Christmas
That's
ideas. It would come in November. You'd circle everything you wanted.
Ozzy.
Then you woke up disappointed Christmas morning.
Typically.
Come on, Ozzy.
But my parents woke up disappointed every morning.
Hey,
so
welcome in, everybody.
a little bit of
Appreciate you
trade-off.
stopping by. If
Yeah.
you're just joining us, we're at the bottom of the set,
Well, Ozzy,
bottom of
we
the
always
first
talk
tie
about it,
game.
but how well he
And
hits
we have
lefties
Ozzy
as well as
Albies at
anybody
bat
in
with
the
a
game.
2-1
And hitting
count.
.354 this year against left-handed pitching. Outside 3-1.
All
and not
three.
surprising, there is not a lot of history between most of these Braves hitters, and JP Sears, of course, he's been
Be sure to
with the
slap
Oakland
that
A's
thumbs
for
up
most
for
of his
us,
career. He's
guys
been in
and
the American
gals.
League for all of it.
We're trying to get
0 for 2 for Ozzy.
trying to race to 20 lights to start the stream off. That way we can get the algorithm warmed up and start
Almost
pushing
ball
us
4.
further.
Ozzy checking with home plate umpire John Lipka. Sears did start against Atlanta last year out in the Coliseum. It actually was May 30th last year.
We got a
the
full
first game of
boat,
that
3-2
series.
count.
Today's May
Ozzy
31st,
Albies
almost
with a
a year ago
283
today. He
average
pitched well, 6
on the
innings.
season with 3
Gave up
home
just
runs,
1 run, and
25
Oakland beat
ribbies,
Atlanta 2-1
and
in
an
that
OPS
game.
of .756.
But he starts here
All
by
four.
walking Albies. Racetrack defense.
Let's go.
Behind JP Sears looks like this. Andujar, Bleday, Brown in the outfield.
There you have it, the go-ahead run. Now standing on
Diaz
first.
and Geloff. It's not Brian McCann, it's Kyle McCann. No relation, although he is an Atlanta kid, back behind the dish. And Riley pops it up. Soderstrom over there, but out of room.
I mean, between those two guys and James McCann, who is in Baltimore, it's becoming a pretty popular catcher's last name. There's a little similar look, too.
There is. And he used to wear number 16 as an amateur. He played at Georgia Tech, and he wore number 16 for the Yellow Jackets. And the reason why is because he grew up watching Brian McCann wear that number 16 for the Atlanta Braves.
Come on, Riley.
Come on.
Riley with a 227 batting average, 3 home runs, 18 ribbies, and a .652 OPS.
Austin Riley buries that into the ground to short.
Oh.
They will only get one. So 1 on, 1 out.
Alves makes it safe to first, but Ozzie was tagged out at second.
Man, I love that drone. Those shots are just impressive.
I agree, especially here on a beautiful night.
Marcell
Crowd settling
Ozuna,
in.
Big Bear.
Friday, those are perfect. So this is interesting. Just keep an eye on this in the regular flow of the game. It's always a pet peeve of mine to each their own, and some pitchers it doesn't bother
Bear
them
with
at all.
a
But McCann will give his
3.312
target with his
batting
glove,
average.
and then as the pitcher goes to throw the ball, he drops it.
.998 OPS with 16
That wears me
home
out.
runs.
I never liked that as a pitcher.
Marcell Ozuna stays.
That'll be a base hit.
Single to left field. Riley will get to third. They are at the corners. Ozuna has been on base.
Big Bear has been on
24 straight
base
games.
24 straight.
And this time he does it
Straight
on the two-seam
times.
fastball. It's not a bad one. It came
24
back a
straight
little
games?
bit, but
Heck
it was
yeah.
down
Yep.
with some movement, but at just 90 miles an hour. And as good as Marcell is on pitches,
That's what we
that lower
want.
velocity in that part of the zone, he can get to that one as well.
He's been doing it all season long as a Big Bear, and now he puts Atlanta in position to grab an early lead. The former A. Matt Olson takes a pitch outside.
And part of the reason I think that catchers do that is because they're taught, especially if they know there's going to be a pitch down, that you want to catch it from the bottom and kind of bring it up. That's going to help you get those borderline calls a little bit more. So there's a science behind it and why they do it. But I just always like seeing the target stay there for a pitcher to look at.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you as a former pitcher. I
Straight
think it
down
would be
the
so
middle
distracting
for
to look
strike
up and see that
one.
glove moving out of the zone.
Yeah. But they like him. He does a good job back there. And like I said, some guys may not even notice, right? They understand the starting point and they know he's going to be back there eventually.
Sweeper 1 and 2. That pitch has been really good for Sears this year.
It has, and the lefties are going to see a lot of it. To the left-handers this year, nearly 50% usage on that sweeper, and they had a hard time hitting him this season. Just a 182 batting average against JP Sears for the lefties.
Throws another one. Count even. Last year for Sears, he was really relying on that four-seamer. It accounted for over half his pitches. But this year, that four-seamer only throwing it about 30% of the time. That sweeper usage is up, and it's been effective.
Yeah, that has been a trend in the game to some degree for him. Mentioned that 30% last year. The four-seamer was at 50. So you're talking about dropping 20% on your four-seam fastball in favor of more sweepers, more two-seam fastballs, and more changeups.
Bottom of the first.
Payoff pitch is lifted in the air.
That's going to be shallow.
Brown coming in. He'll grab it. Riley will tag.
Riley's going to tag up.
And he's safe.
Hey, score!
Save! Save! Save!
I'm sure Matt Olson was getting just a little bit.
Braves take a 1-0 lead.
Brown come in and in to get this fly ball. First, you're going to see the sweeper. He does a good job of getting it in the air and pulling it, but probably wondering if he had hit it deep enough. He caught it off the end of the bat. Now, they have an interesting alignment here in Oakland. Brown does have a couple assists in the outfield, but he has the weakest arm of the three. And they've decided to put that weaker arm, and it's closer to kind of league average in right field. Andujar, who is in left, you'll see him 93, 94 miles an hour from the outfield. Brown's about 87, 88.
I was a little surprised too. That wind is actually blowing a little out towards right tonight. But yeah, he caught it, as you said, off the end of the bat, and it did not travel very far. 1-1 to Duvall.
Swing and a miss. I believe we got Adam Duvall up the bat. Duvall with a 196 batting average, a 663 OPS with 5 home runs and 13 ribbies on the season.
But when the offense is struggling as it has been this month, it may not seem like much, but a first inning run, that's a good step right now for Atlanta.
The winning percentage, I don't have it in front of me, I can go look it up, but the winning percentage when you score first is significant in Major League Baseball. It's in the 600s. So absolutely it matters. You want momentum in your favor from the beginning.
Two down, 2-2 now. Duvall, 5 homers this year. All of them have come against left-handed pitching.
674 is the winning percentage for teams that score first. For the Braves this season, it's 677. 21 and 10.
2-2 count, 2 outs. Runner on first. Foul ball, so we'll do it again.
And in May, the Braves just 3.4 runs per game. But off to a good start here tonight with a run in the first inning. Ozuna still over at
Reynaldo
first
Garcia
base.
due up next.
Duvall foul tips that into
That's
the bit
it.
of a can.
So
So
hurry
that
in the
will do it
miss.
for the
Strike
Braves.
3.
Jump out in front.
Out 3.
Sorry, I can't talk. Ooh. Cold.
You're funny.
Mm-hmm. Tim, I'm eating a Reese's Blast. I'm having a man shake. Got a little hot today. It was 90 degrees outside, but I was out there cutting grass today, so.
He was out there eating ass, he said. That shit.
No. Get it right, buddy. Cutting grass.
Well, bust it out. Rolling up. Let's do it. All right, so we are back to Truist Park.
Lopez, we talked about it. Heavy four-seam slider, that has been the case, but many more curveballs this year. But I want you to notice the batting average is all really good, kind of in line. You say, what about that changeup? 400 batting average on his changeup? Yeah, a whole 2 for 5 this year for opposing hitters. However, Brandon, this one caught my attention. Those 2 hits are the only 2 home runs that Reynaldo López has allowed this year. So here's my advice. Don't throw that changeup.
Everything else has been working so well for him. I did get an A once in ceramics.
Hey.
Yep, sophomore year, Harrison High School. Thank you, Miss Doolin.
So he's only thrown 14 changeups this year. He's allowed 2 home runs, the only 2 homers he's allowed. That is wild.
And everything is so tracked that you figure he's got to know that, right?
For sure. And has seen it. Again, doesn't mean you're not going to throw it, but it's not a really important piece to his repertoire. The key has been the increased usage of the curveball.
Hey, Gino, how you doing, buddy?
Welcome in, Gino.
Oh, that's going to drop in. He's going for 2.
Miguel Andujar will cruise into second.
You'll have a standing double. Lead off.
This guy has been good. It's been limited action so far. Years ago, Miguel Andujar looked like he was on his way to a really good big league career and started to see some inconsistencies and some struggles, but he's able to get to this 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Reynaldo López and drive it the other way. Always a good sign when you see right-handers able to use that opposite field gap. You know their swing's in the right spot when that's happening.
Just the 6th game this year for Andujar. And the reason that is, as CJ was alluding to, is he tore his meniscus the last week of spring training, had to have surgery. So he didn't make his A's debut until last week on the 24th. And now here's the right fielder, Seth Brown.
I mentioned him years ago, 2018. He finished second in the Rookie of the Year voting. Did
I don't know, Tim.
Hit 27 home runs, and he hasn't played more than 45
really don't know what to
games
think
since
about
in
it,
any season.
other than
Injuries have gotten in the way.
Trump the whole time has been treated very differently than any other politician
dating back to that first
history.
year, the potential is there. He showed it on that double.
So many of them have skeletons in the closet, and they're just trying to make it that he could never run again. We don't want him to run again. Exactly. What people aren't going to understand, he's probably going to be covered under presidential immunity, so it's not going to mean much anyways.
There's that good elevated fastball with some life.
I don't think he'll serve any time.
He gets some run on his four-seam.
Now, if they're going to go after Trump like that, then they need to go after all the rest of the politicians that have dirty little secrets.
And now a welcome back to Atlanta for Kyle McCann.
Believe you me, there's
Atlanta native, born
plenty of them.
There's plenty of them.
7, as I mentioned, played at Georgia Tech.
Right.
And Ashley, you caught up with Kyle before the game.
I did. A big welcome home for him. Maybe not too much of a surprise, but he was a huge Braves fan growing up. His favorite player, Brian McCann. He said having the same last name definitely had something to do with it, but also being a catcher, he looked up to him as a player. Kyle wore number 16 throughout most of his career because of it. And guys, this is the first time he's back in Atlanta playing in this park as a pro. He
got one out running around second.
Team. He went to a ton of games at Turner, and now here at Truist Park. He said, man, I have about 30, 40 members of my family, friends, old coaches here tonight. I also asked him any spots you're going to hit up while you're here in Atlanta. His family still lives in Swanee. He said Biscuit Barn. He said, do not sleep on Biscuit Barn.
Well, he grounds to short here, going to third.
Nice!
Good.
Got him at third.
Garcia to get Andujar. That is a huge out at third base.
It's the only
he was definitely out
to get it out. Look where Orlando was playing and how far he had to go, and he knew because the ball was hit so slow that it was.
They're going to lose their challenge.
Only this play and the only opportunity to get it.
Sounds like the A's are going to challenge this. They're going to lose their challenge.
They might be right.
Right there, you could clearly see he tagged his foot before it even.
That angle whether
it was still
hit the base.
It was still a foot away. You're going to lose your challenge.
Chief will talk to the folks in New York.
Right here, boom.
All the looks that they can.
Who the hell would have told them to challenge that?
Look at this replay.
Right here, boom.
Contact.
It's already got it.
It doesn't look like it.
6 inches away from the plate, and he tagged it.
Can imagine how many texts,
right here,
right?
phone calls, and
boom, right there, bottom of the foot.
Yeah, but watch from this direction. You'll see it clear as day, right there. Tag the foot. The foot was a good 6 inches to a foot away yet.
Yep.
Of course, we've said that before and been wrong, but you're supposed to have 100% evidence to overturn it. I don't know that you can have 100% from those looks that we saw. But yeah, I'm sure Kyle McCann had a few ticket requests here tonight, right?
And even Ashley talking about the coaches, right?
Come on, New York. What's taking you so long?
That you want to have your coaches, the people that poured into you, and having them come watch you play professionally is a pretty cool thing in your hometown.
Well, he's going to be at first base. The only question is, will Andujar be at third? And they are taking a long look at this.
He was out.
After review, the call on the field stands. The
he was out.
Oakland will lose their challenge.
And again, the verbiage stands means that they could not confirm it either way.
Because if he's safe there, then Kyle McCann would get a base hit, right? But instead it turns into a fielder's choice, even though they had no chance of giving Kyle McCann out at first.
So he does not get his first hit back in Atlanta. 2 down, and now here's Zach Geloff, the second baseman.
Well, here we go.
To right field.
He'll be out to Adam Duvall, easily caught for out number 3.
Runner stranded.
We're heading to the bottom
We'll
of the
take
second.
it.
Atlanta onto the bottom of the second.
Braves still lead it 1-0.
Atlanta up
Yeah.
1-0. So what do you
What's
think?
up,
What do you think
Gino?
the first start? Oh, looks like my cam went down. I'll fix that here. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Gino? What's up, David? What's up, Tim? Sorry, I was sitting there eating my Reese's Blast, so I couldn't really talk. So, but I'm back. Just to give you guys some update news. The Braves are going to be shopping for an outfielder. There's been wide speculation that the Boston Red Sox would trade Kenley Jensen and Tyler O'Neill for two Braves prospects. One would be Darius Vines. The other one would be Nacho Alvarez. And then the Washington Nationals would send Eddie Rosario and somebody else, or Eddie Rosario for Dreisbel Hernandez. And Braves would send the National Dreisbel Hernandez for Eddie Rosario. There's also been other news that linked that the Chicago White Sox might trade Luis Robert to the Braves for one outfielding prospect and two pitcher prospects to the White Sox. Appreciate it, David.
Saucy play tonight, as Orlando Arcia will lead things off at the bottom of the second. Braves this season against the fastball, pretty good numbers.
Very interesting to see that at nearly 58% usage, they are seeing the most fastballs in baseball. I think a lot of that had to do with Ronald Acuna Jr. We talked about that with him. They're doing some pretty good work against the heater, and so you probably expect some of that frequency to come down as soon as teams pick up on that.
Swung on, hit the right field. Out number one.
Shallow.
Backing up a couple of steps.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Ronald by himself, before he had gotten hurt, saw about a 13% jump. He was near 63% on the amount of fastballs that he was seeing this year.
Sears had a 24-pitch first inning. Now one pitch, one out in the second.
Well, you know,
11
statistically,
call.
they're not.
Speaking of the
Statistically,
fastball,
I'll be right back. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, wins and losses, they're not far behind where they were at this point last season. We just haven't had as hot of bats.
Another chance out and right for Brown, but this one he takes off the hop. And a one-out single for Michael Harris.
Well, this is a sweeper, and this one hung up in the zone, and Michael takes advantage of it. JP Sears is trying to throw this ball down, away, and probably off the plate in an 0-1 count, but he gives Michael a chance by leaving it up in the zone.
Michael Harris.
And now the other former Oakland A, Sean Murphy.
It's on with a
drafted
single.
by Oakland in the third round back in 2016.
Sean Murphy up
Debuted
the
with
bat.
the A's in 2019. Parts
One
of
out,
4
runner on
seasons
first,
there in
bottom
the
of
Bay
the
Area,
second.
including
1-0
winning a Gold
lead
Glove
over
in
the
2021.
Athletics. Oh, and 1 the count. Money Mike looks like you might get ready to go.
But Sean coming to Atlanta before last year, and what a season he had in 2023. His first All-Star campaign, and career high in batting average, RBI, and home runs for the catcher.
Which had to make
Come on,
the idea of sitting
Smurfinator.
around like he was nearly the past 2 months even more difficult, right? You have that great year, you catch your groove here in a Braves uniform,
Down
and you get slowed
in
down
the dirt.
immediately. It was a real challenge. I was talking to Tyler Matzik yesterday, and he said, man, I'm losing my mind sitting around. It's just, it gets so tough. He's around the team when they're home, but not when they're on the road. It's just brutal for guys.
And Murphy's such a competitor. Through that span of 49 games that he missed, you always saw him in the dugout talking to Trump, Duvall.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, buddy.
Talking to Sal Fasano, the catching coach, just trying to be as close to the
I had a
action as
phone
he
call
could.
come in.
Different than
3
being
and
out
1
there
count.
every day.
Probably said hi to
Sean
Adam a couple
Murphy.
times.
Yeah, I probably did
Here
that. He
comes
does
the
know him.
pitch. Swing and a miss, so
Cut on the
3 and 2
changeup,
count.
3 and 2.
Count is
Pretty
full.
firm and straight changeup. You don't see it too often these days.
Hey,
and
welcome
you
in,
should-
everybody.
everybody.
JR.
Appreciate you
More
stopping
often than
in.
not will have kind of that natural
Yep.
run and natural movement, but he doesn't have.
Remember, remember, y'all smash that like button as soon as you come in.
Straight change.
Oh, that is a ball 4. Shot. The Smurfinator runs down to first.
Harris to second, Murphy.
Still 1 out. Runners on first and second. Gino, what's been going on with our offense? They've been in a bad slump. They haven't been able to hit the ball ever since Ronald Acuna has went down. And while that started before Acuna went down, they still weren't swinging the ball very good. As Lenny would say, hit the damn ball. If you hit the damn ball, we would be doing something, but they haven't. So,
Left fielder Jared.
if that answers your question there, Gino.
What do you think of the Kelnick mustache? You in on it?
It's clean. I don't mind guys mixing it up. We're all talking about, what are we doing differently to kind of help change the mojo here a little bit surrounding the team.
All right, so 1-0 the count, 1 out.
A little bit of a
Runners
German
on
feel
first
to
and
it for
second.
me.
That's going to be ball 2.
Grab a Brat and a Stein.
Yeah.
I like it, especially with the eye black.
Let's
the
get
shade
hopefully
is
we
on.
get a win tonight.
It's
We can
almost
start our
working
way
for the
towards
kid.
that Golden Broom celebration again. And we have a chance at the vote
And
chat.
he's still a kid in my book, 24 years
That's right.
of age.
Remember,
wearing
get your
that number
votes in,
24
everybody. Get
jersey.
your votes in. This starts a
Out
new
to left
series.
center. This is a
Oh,
long
that's
run
going to
for
drop.
Oh! Oh! In the gap!
Drops at the wall. Here comes Money Mike
Off the
down in
wall.
corner.
Money Mike comes around.
of Harris.
The other run comes around. Save!
Delivers it.
3-0 Braves. Come on, baby.
Money Mike and Austin Riley both score. Kelnick standing on second. So that was a 2 RBI double.
Everything went perfect here.
Yes, sir. Kelnick Warrior, baby.
When he's ahead in the count,
He's
driving
a
it the other
pretty
way. Look at that
decent
chin, his
batter.
Left shoulder, keeping his head down, and then you get
He's
this
done
excellent
really
base
good
running.
so far
Sean
this
Murphy
year.
did this perfect, right? Now
Yep.
he's got to wait a little bit just in case there is a catcher. He knows he's going to score if it gets down. Sean Murphy is all the way at second base, and while he had no chance of catching Michael, he gave it everything he had.
Usually you would think you'd look down and see Harris on Murphy's heels, but it was the other way around that time. But as you said, great base running. Now they can laugh about Murphy's speed in the dugout. Little pop to the left side.
Ah,
Diaz backing
Ozzy,
up to
you and
take
your
it.
pop-ups lately.
Now, it wasn't Riley running home. That was actually the Smurfinator.
Oh, yeah.
Feel right now for a-
Yeah, that was the Smurf.
Yeah, that was
The
my
Smurfinator.
bad.
Start to build a little momentum offensively.
Absolutely, and again, going back to kind of the theme of this series, and especially here tonight, to get to their starter
Jeez,
in
man,
game
you
one,
call me
their
out
bullpen
for
is banged up
everybody.
right now, and the pitch count continues to
I'm
climb here in the
going
second.
home.
39th pitch tonight already for Sears.
Called
Mark Constantine
Strike
has cleaned
Move.
3 games in Tampa Bay. They lost 2 of them. And then it's a trip here to Atlanta before heading back out west to Oakland.
Come on, Riley.
That's right. Come on, Riley. He's 0 for 1 today.
1-2
Grounded
to count.
into a force out in the first. Come on, Riley. 1-2 to count. Let's go.
Somebody's got to start
Down
the
at a
slump.
1-2 pitch here to the Braves
Start
third baseman
out of the
Austin
slump.
Riley.
What better person to start than you?
Swing and a miss. Sweeper got him. But the Braves
Damn.
add on.
Swing and a
I
miss.
tell you,
Strike 3.
If he would have got a hold of that one
Left
damn sure
center
would have
field
been ways.
gap. And then
Yes, it
Riley
would.
Uni to drive in 2. Atlanta enjoying it.
Damn.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. A refresh of everything here for you.
So how was everybody's week? How did everybody do this week? I know
Yeah,
I've had
we've
a
seen
pretty.
D showed up in the beginning of the stream. I haven't seen Lane yet.
Okay. I know I've had a long work week. Well, a long week last week, and then had a couple days off from Memorial Day, and then was right back at it again. So
June 1st.
that's good there, George. That's good, David.
Braves, while they've had their
Yeah,
struggles
like I
this
said,
month,
it's been a
12 and
long
14.
week. A very long
Off to
week.
A good start here against the A's
So,
with a 3-0 lead as we start.
Well, luckily this weekend I get to have some
Lopez dealing to Tyler
downtime,
Soderstrom.
some kind of chill out time. So I'm looking forward to
All
it.
right, what's going on here?
Young guy, just 22 years of age, Soderstrom. Began the season in AAA in Vegas, got called up on May.
I'll be right back. Be right back.
His dad played in the big leagues. I actually remember competing against his dad all the way back in 1993 out in Fresno State, where I believe they both went, if I'm not mistaken.
He's going to walk the younger Soderstrom. Yeah, his father, Steve, they were both first-round draft picks.
Tyler actually signed out of high school. I think maybe that's where he was headed. How about a pitcher having a catcher as a son? That's pretty cool. And both being first rounders, both being big leaguers.
Now the bottom of the.
All right, we just need to wait for the next guy to come up and the picture to go in motion. I can unpause it and try to get it synced up for us. Here comes the next batter.
Eyes on one.
The order in Diaz.
All right, there we go. We are
Soderstrom and
synced.
his father.
Welcome in, everybody.
One of
Appreciate you
10
stopping in. Be sure
father-son
to hit that
combos
thumbs
that
up
were
for
each
us.
taken in the first
We're
round.
trying to push for 20
Very
likes to start out here.
Yeah, you
We're
worked
sitting
with
at
one of them,
13.
Tom Reeve in Texas.
The more
Shields.
likes we get,
The
the
Shields,
further
yes.
the algorithm pushes us during the
The
live
short
stream. So,
Orlando will
want to
get
help
the
a
lead
small
runner. The
streamer
throw
out,
to
be
first
sure to
will be
hit that
late.
thumbs up.
One out.
Was Griffey Sr.
We
a first
currently
rounder?
have a
Was not.
12 stream
Those are, I think, the only
streak
two I
going
really
on
knew off the top of my head.
of
Yes.
12
That's
streams
3
in a
of the 10.
A
row
lot of them are
of
tough.
having
Now,
at
think of
least
Kansas
one
City,
subscriber.
current
If
player.
you haven't done so yet, you've
Bobby and
been
Bobby
around,
Rowe,
you
yeah,
like
you're
what you
That's right.
see,
That's a good one.
be sure to
You
subscribe to
also
the
have
channel.
Stephen Nick Swisher. I'm just
Love to
thinking
have
of ones that
another
most
outlaw
people
join.
might remember. But of the 20, so there's 10 combos, 20 total people. 19 of them made the big leagues. The only one that did not of the father-son first-round combos, Rod Boxberger. But everybody else made it to the big leagues.
Sure, Rod, appreciate you bringing that up.
Well, I'd like to take this time to apologize to him. This one gets by Riley and out to
That's
left
going to be
field.
a base hit.
So Toro, who has been hitting the ball extremely well for Oakland this year, leads them in batting average, goes the opposite
All
way
right, I'm
for a
back.
single.
Sorry about
He's
that.
been really good for this club and a little bit of a
So what did I miss?
95-mile-an-hour fastball. It's actually off the plate.
Nothing.
Kind of hits one of these ground balls in the right place with Austin
All
Riley
right.
playing off the line. And I believe that Tom
One
Green
out.
and Ben Green
You got runners
combined
on
were the
first
two
and
highest.
second, top of the third.
So Tom was sixth and Ben
Three
was
to
second. Of course,
nothing
kinda adding it
lead.
together, I think
Atlanta
they were
over
the lowest
Athletics.
combined, if you will.
And Tom, as you
Come
know,
on in, sit down, check
Unbelievable
things
career.
out.
Mr. Ranger there in
Happy
Texas
to have
and
you.
Arlington.
Sure
He
to
was a
smash that
player.
thumbs up,
He
everybody.
was an executive and then a longtime broadcaster.
Well, Lopez dealing with his first mini jam here. He's got 2 on with 1 out.
Jeez, spanked.
2-0 pitch to Blade.
Spanked.
The corner.
And Lopez is kind of interesting. He's got a below average ground ball rate, but he has gotten 7 ground ball double plays behind him this year in his 9 starts. He certainly would take one right now.
Could this be it? To second for 1. Lopez has
Second
to
back.
hurry over there, and that's all they will get. Toro had a pretty good slide there to disrupt Darcy.
2 outs, but they held on to the ball and didn't
Probably
go
the
for
right play.
anything
This would
else.
have been a really difficult turn with Lopez running over to cover first. Everything would have had to go perfect, and if it doesn't, then that run potentially could score if the ball got away from him. So I think Orlando made the right decision. He had a great look at it right there, sees what's going on, didn't like what he saw, and decided to hold on to the baseball.
So now they're at the corners with 2 outs, and the DH, Brent Rooker.
Rooker
Memphis
0
native
for
is
1
Rooker.
today with a
He's got some
strikeout in the
Southeast
first.
roots. Played at Mississippi
279
State.
batting average, 11
He was
homers,
the SEC
35
Player of the Year
ribbies.
his final season there before the
And a
Twins drafted him
.908
back in
OPS on the
2017. And he offers at that slider. Throw down to
Oh,
first.
back to first
Good
he
dig
goes.
by
But
Olsen.
Murphy tried to throw him out at first. Nice try there.
Almost got him.
Smurf.
Yep,
Yeah, he
almost
did.
got him sleeping too.
Come close to that
Almost
one.
got him sleeping. Yeah.
One and two.
That slider, like it has been all season long, on point early here for Reynaldo López. He came into this game with just a 138 batting average against that slider and nearly a 50% whiff rate. Big numbers from López.
And then he gasses him up at 96.
Got him.
And strikes out.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Gassed him up, baby. Inside, he swung and missed. Strike 3. Braves lead it 3-0.
And
Yes,
Atlanta
sir.
still on top 3-0.
Go to the bottom of the third. You're going to have Big Bear, Matt Olson, and Adam Duvall due up for Atlanta. Yes, sir.
Remember, if you're
Oh.
just joining us, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up for us. You'll want to hit that notification bell so if we go live, you don't miss any live content. Now that my internet's, it's not 100% back the way it was. They're going to slowly and surely try to get it better than what it is. We did have a small disconnect right away within the first 30 minutes. Everything's been okay since. So we are back to trying to stream as many games as possible. So this 3-game series, absolutely. Right here on this channel, I will be streaming each and every one of them. Hey, how you doing, Kimberly? You don't think we need any pitching?
Yes, we need some pitching.
Tim
We
says
definitely-
we don't need pitching.
Yes, we do. Matter of fact, we're down our starting pitcher with Spencer Strider down for the season. We're also down AJ Minter on a 15-day IL with hip inflammation.
Lead in
All right, Big Bear.
And the number 3 hitter in the order, Marcell Ozuna.
Come on, Big Bear.
Come on, Come on, Now, everything that's been in that spot but been above,
JP
calls it
Sears
a ball.
back to work.
Yeah.
Just looking at Sears and the numbers, he's either been feast or famine this year. In 5 starts, he's given up 4 more runs. The other 6 starts, either 0 or 1. There's really been nothing in the middle for him.
Yeah, and he had done a really good job starting off the season with 4 straight quality starts, kind of going back to what you were saying. Excuse me, he'd been on a run of 4 straight quality starts before he ran into that tough one last time. Where
Got him looking.
That's a good point. Now you have a lefty that doesn't overpower guys. That command becomes really important. I think to some degree it probably makes some sense. And there's a good-looking slider to
Come on, Matty.
Ozuna.
Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? There's
8
D
home
again.
runs, but it's only happened in 4
Welcome
games.
back.
3 in his last
Welcome
game.
back.
2 and another one where he gave up 1. So along the lines of what you were saying, it's almost like he's either keeping the ball in the ballpark and he's pitching really well, or he's not and giving up quite a few runs.
Matt Olson here, awaiting an 0-1.
Oh, that's just off the end of the bat, up the middle, fires over the first, for out. 2.
Come on, Matty.
That was like
You got them long
that was kind
legs.
of that was kind of like an emergency check swing. So like, oh man, I think I hit my pitch. Oh damn it!
Yeah.
And Sears, 28 years of age, 3rd year in Major League Baseball. 2nd full season, came up middle of 2022. Then with the A's last year, made 32 starts. And as we said, because of the injuries to their rotation that have come into play, here in May, he's really the only one of the original 5 that started the season in the rotation that currently is not on the injured list.
They've been going through a lot of pitchers the last couple of
That's
seasons.
good though.
Gino
That's
said
all
he-
they
They're
got.
trying to find the group
Yep.
that they feel like they can take.
Gino
forward
said
with
he'd
them.
be an
It's been
Gino
a real
said he'd be
issue.
an
He's
Uber.
been steady.
He'll be there soon, D, to pick you up. Oh wow.
And he's got some Southern roots, does JP Sears. From
That's a
Sumter,
good
South
thing there,
Carolina.
D.
Played at the Citadel and then drafted by the Mariners in 2017 before being traded to the Yankees later that year, and then eventually on to the Bay Area. Duvall hits it on
Right
the
up to
nose,
center field.
backing up
Caught.
and almost
Out number
Bleday,
3.
but he's got it.
We're heading to
It's
the
a
bottom of the
nine-pitch
3rd
bottom
where
of
the
third
Braves
for
are
Sears.
leading 3-0 over the Oakland Athletics. We got Andujar. Andujar up the bat. Seth Brown on deck. Kyle McCann. 3rd in the hole.
The scene is set for a
Nice.
terrific matchup in the Bronx.
That's cool.
Thursday night showcase at 7 Eastern. Then after the game, stick around as TV's best baseball analysts break down the game's critical moments
That's
and
very
assess
cool,
player
man.
performances.
Hey.
The Casamigos Tequila MLB
one at a
Tonight
time.
post-game show. It all
One
starts
at a
right
time.
after the game here on MLB Network.
Hopefully the streak don't end tonight, but
within baseball,
we,
we are part of
we
one
need
team.
at
We are
least
part of
one
one team. We are
subscriber to
part of
keep
one
that
team.
streak
As we
going.
focus on mental health and wellness.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel.
We're all in this together. We're all in this together. We're all in
Our
the
GMC Making the Grade feature talked a lot about Lopez And his breaking ball, Sale, his breaking ball. Well, yeah, to that point, been pretty effective, CJ.
Really effective. Now, what we're doing here is combining both that slider and the curveball for Reynaldo López, and just incredible to see what Chris Sale has done all year with his slider. Been really fun to watch. And again, we've talked a lot about the trends. We see more and more guys using those pitches more than ever. And for a couple of Braves starters, they're getting really good results. At one point, Chris Sale, that slider was on a pace that we'd only seen 4 or 5 times for a starting pitcher since 2009. That's when he was about 42% of hits. Come down a little bit over his last 2 starts.
There's the slider. Speaking of the breaking pitch for Lopez. Sale will get the start tomorrow for Atlanta in game 2 of the series. Feel like that's one Andujar wanted. A little frustrated he didn't put it in play. He did double back in the 2nd inning. And he gets a piece of the slider down and away.
So it was really fun to watch in the Brent Rooker at bat that ended the 3rd inning. Was kind of like this situation where you're getting the sliders to the righty, some good ones that are just on or just off, and he was getting some swing. And then he painted that 97-mile-an-hour fastball up, and it's like a video game. You sit there, you line it up, and you put the ball exactly where you want to.
1-2 the count. That's going to be over.
Oh, just missed.
Jump, but couldn't grab it. So
just missed.
Is 2
just
for 2.
missed it.
That's a tough pitch to get a hit on right there.
Yeah, that's why I thought we were headed to that.
If Ozzie was just about 3 inches taller,
decide to go to the slide,
he would have had it.
That's a good pitch. You hit that with one hand, like you said. You just kind of tip your cap a little bit as the hitter just gets enough of the bat on it.
Well, that'd be awesome, Kenneth.
That's a heck of an effort from Ozzie.
Matter of fact, let's get our shout-outs going out there. Shout out to you on
second for Andujar.
Shout out to you, CeeLo.
Now he has a leadoff
That's
single.
On the Go with CeeLo, another great streamer, does sports and all kinds of other things. Check him out.
From that torn meniscus. I mentioned this is just his 6th game, but
I'll put it up there
he's playing well. 9 for 22 with a homer and already 8 driven in those 5+ games.
As I said, great streamer. Check him out. Sure to subscribe to his channel. Look through some of his videos. Comment. Thumb up.
Brown struck out swinging in the 2nd. And he lays off that slider 1-2.
Last time for Lopez, he finished him off with a pretty good fastball, 96 miles an hour, and maybe setting him up for that again if he can't get the breaking ball chase.
Went slider away.
So what you do sometimes, especially when you look at kind of opposite-handed hitters, right? You got a lefty versus a righty here, and part of the discussions will be, okay, which breaking ball is better?
Come on, Lopez.
Lopez using the curveball more, and so when you're facing a guy like Brown, it really hasn't mattered. Going back to the beginning of last year, he has struggled against the curveball and the slider from righties.
How about a 98-mile-per-hour fastball at the knees?
Too tough on just about everybody.
Oh, caught him looking. Strike 3. Out number 1.
Located here, you're not going to throw it any better than that.
What a 98-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees.
Very much work. This one was a strike all by itself.
No argument from Brown. He knew it. Right back to the dugout. And now Kyle McCann with a big swing.
Here we go. I'll do the soundboard here.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
Same thing.
He looks really tardy there. And
0-2 the count.
Not to say you can't throw a breaking pitch out of the zone, but when you
Kane 0 for 1 today, he grounded into a
probably stick with the heater.
Fielder's choice in the 2nd. Took me a second there to figure it out. I got it though. See, look at this. That same placement When it's on the top, the ump is calling it a ball.
Lambert High School.
But that same placement on the bottom, he's calling them
30
strikes.
miles northeast of where we sit now here at Truist Park. Runner goes for second. Boy, Sean Murphy made
that was
pretty
close.
But ultimately, Andujar is
Yeah,
safe.
it was.
Almost looked like he slowed down and looked in as if he was expecting ball 4 to be called or something. It was a weird situation there with Andujar.
Oh, almost simultaneously.
Yeah.
Nice try, it's Smurf.
Yeah.
So 1 out, a runner in scoring position, and Lopez is 2-2. To the left side and through. Andujar is stopping at third. Now Kelnick dropped the ball, but they could not have anticipated that. The runners.
That's a base hit to left field. Bobbled by Kelnick. But the runners do not run home. So 1 out, runners on the
A
corners.
little bit more than he wanted it, 97 miles an hour, but he knows he couldn't catch up to it, so he goes a lot shorter here and just hits this little soft ground ball. Look at Eric Martin.
By mid-June, that would be so great, to be honest.
I was looking to see if he was getting.
Yes, as you guys can see, ladies and gentlemen,
anywhere near the
our
box.
goal is to hit that 1,000 and beyond.
Way down the line.
We're at 909
Cherokee Casinos there.
We're on a
playing the
12
slots there on the advertisement.
streak right now that we've.
Well, so now they're
our
at the
last
corners.
12 streams, we've put on at least one sub.
Out, and the batter is Geloff.
You'd like to help us keep that streak going?
Lopez was able
Please,
to get out of a
be
similar
sure to
situation
subscribe
last
to the channel.
inning in the third.
I would love to have you as an outlaw. There's always room for more outlaws.
Right. We need a double play. That is
Geloff
correct.
burst onto the scene last year as a rookie. They debuted him after the All-Star
86-mile-an-hour slider on that one.
Second baseman and never let go of that spot. He's the AL Rookie of the Month in August last year. And
Lopez not
the
doing
rest of the way.
One of the big differences this year, he's hitting the baseball on the ground a lot more as he hits one in the air.
Kelnick will go over to grab it. That will, however, bring in Andujar for Oakland's first run.
So Oakland is going to get on the board.
Kind of some small ball here from the Oakland A's. You have the base hit, the stolen base, opposite field base hit to get him over to third base, and then the sac fly.
Now the 8th batter in the order, Soderstrom.
Did we lose?
I think we lost Crusher.
Crusher?
10th start of the season for the right-hander Lopez. Ray Kerr pitching yesterday to
Wasn't
give
me.
Lopez another day of rest as he continues
We're
to
throw
make
some
that
more.
full
We got on the go.
bullpen
We
back
got
to
Goose
a
Sports
starter.
up there. YouTube.com/@
And he's got a 1-2
Goose
count
Sports.
on Tyler Soderstrom.
Start number 10, and only 1 has been made on regular rest. That is what the Braves have done here with Reynaldo Lopez. They also try to buy extra days whenever they can for Chris Sale, understandably so. Don't forget about 40-year-old Charlie Morton. I mentioned it last night, only 6 starts on normal rest, second fewest in the game.
And he's looking pretty sharp again. He does give up a run here in the 4th, but still
Got him there.
3-1 lead as he takes care of Soderstrom. The
Nice.
5th tonight for Reynaldo.
5Ks in the chat, baby. 5Ks in the day.
Yes, sir.
Lopez.
Oh, man. Oh, also, guys and gals, Did you guys hear about what the Mets did today? Mets cleaned house. They shook up their roster. They sent Warren Beatty down to AAA along with another player to AAA. Moved up a top-level prospect to the roster, and they designated Omar Narvaez and DFA'd him and picked up a catcher for the New York Yankees. So the Mets are struggling bad. They're the worst team in the NL East, or the NL East division. So they're trying to shake up the roster again. So, oh yeah, I've been up since about 4:45 this morning. There, D. It's definitely been a long day and a long work week. So, Mets. Many of you know that Pete Alonso may be leaving the Mets. There's been wide speculation he may go to the Cubs, Kansas City Royals, because the Royals need a real power bat in their lineup, along with the Seattle Mariners.
Drinking bone broth or coffee?
So,
with coffee, Americano.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see exactly what happens. But Pete Alonso would only be a rental. He would not be,
always important.
all next year. He's only a rental for the next 4 or 5 months or whatever it is. So
I'm learning a lot this year.
Made fun
but
of,
is a team willing to give up so much for a rental player?
Basically 3 different people putting the game
We'll have to wait and see.
And then MLB Network for people that are out of both markets.
Orlando Arcia 0 for 1 today with a line out in the second.
Espresso machine always tell the other
He's
broadcasters
1-1 in
come
the
by
count.
anytime. Goes, oh
No
man, I'd love
outs.
to have an espresso.
Bottom of the fourth.
So there is no X in that word. Said it's espresso, and this is a good broadcaster, been around a real long time. Said you will say it properly, or you will not be served here.
I do like the sound of espresso, though. You know, it gives it a little extra oomph.
So I could get it quick.
Orlando with a weak swing there, 2-2. Yeah, you've made it so that we have people coming from
Hey,
all
John, how you
corners of
doing?
Atlanta to get this coffee in the booth before the game. It's quite a scene.
We couldn't do it without Val. I mean, she is.
What's going on,
I had
John?
no idea she was coming into the season.
Yeah,
to learn
but
how to be a
John,
I'll tell you, it'd be kind of
Real.
crazy to have
Knocking it out of the park.
have some of your own team talk so much crap about you.
Orlando flew out back in the second. He is 0 for 1.
Yeah.
JP Sears is at 56.
That dude's lucky.
Yeah.
He'll be lucky to get picked up by another team.
Yeah,
They
and
chase
I
one
think his
up
name is
again.
George Lopez or Jorge Lopez.
4 strikeouts tonight for
He got
Sears.
ejected out of the game through his mitt or his glove out in the stands. And once he was inside the clubhouse or inside the locker room, he literally said that the Mets is
That's
the
a
worst
great
team
look
in
right there,
baseball.
too. That's a fun one. I want to know when we get to the point where the drone
And he
can actually
publicly
fly
said
through
it,
the
too.
concourse. Like you see some of those flybys they're showing off a facility or whatever it may be. Do we have that? Does our driver have that kind of skill and permission?
Right, I think permission.
Dun, dun,
Hard
dun.
outside, so ball 1.
You can have the skill to buzz JP Sears' right ear and give you a really good shot, but that might be the last time the drone would fly. To the right side, stopped by Soderstrom, and he'll win the foot race against Harris. A quick message here from Truist.
When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable.
Are you kidding me?
Truist.
Baby, ain't seen nothing yet. I got a little bit of that in there. Oh,
And nobody on.
here we go.
Soft fly ball to
That's
center.
out. Gonna be short of the track.
Well, the
Caught
third and
out
the
number
fourth
3.
inning.
That's
Very
going to end the
quick for
fourth.
Sears, just 9 pitches again here in the fourth.
Into the fourth. We're heading to the top of the 5th. With the Atlanta Braves leading 3-1.
Let Reynaldo get another quick inning, and let the Braves do some more damage. I like to see it. Yeah. Remember, everybody, please hit that like button if you haven't already done so.
That's right. We love you long time. Ching, ching,
Love you long time.
Mr. Maverick.
Awesome.
Taking care of the sound effects tonight. Not doing his job.
Bueller.
Bueller. Now you guys might not get that one.
Bueller.
As
Bueller.
a lot of times when we're in Discord, you'll ask somebody a question and nobody will say anything, right? You're looking to see if they can hear you or whatnot. So I always go Bueller.
Then you play
Bueller. So of course.
Bueller.
All right, here we go.
The barrel, that is what this is all
Let's
about.
get
The
it.
Braves have been the best in the game. The A's have hung in there. It's interesting to see a couple of teams that are having rough years that have done a good job.
I know what I forgot to play.
So far this season, which points to
When the Braves are up to bat, I'm going to do the chicken charge.
I think the White Sox and the A's probably both fall into that category.
Right. He's going to do the chicken.
The A's, especially on the defensive side, it has been a rough
Chicken
go.
charge has been on
Leading
point.
Major League Baseball, I think they're tied for the most errors in the game.
Speaking of defense, pretty good defense by Orlando Arcia, and he gets Diaz. Yeah, so the A's, all those errors, most in baseball. The Braves, the fewest errors in Major League Baseball.
This ball was hit pretty hard, 97 miles an hour, and you can see how Orlando kind of got pushed to his heels and made that decision to get that throw all the way in there in the air. A little snow cone on the ground ball.
I like cotton candy in the summer on the top of my snow cone.
What?
That's sorry, not
Yeah.
cotton candy.
Oh.
I mean, I do like that too, but the flavor, you know, you go to the snow cone shack as a kid, I get the cotton candy flavoring.
That is a pretty good one. My hands are getting sticky, Joe, just thinking about it.
Top of the order in Toro.
Let's go, Lopez.
Quickly 0-2 to him. He is 1 for 2 tonight. A single in the third. He flew out back in the first. That's foul down the left field line. Lopez's ERA coming into this game 1.75. That's the second best in baseball. Only Seth Lugo of Kansas City has a better ERA at 1.72. Speaking of starters, not counting relievers. So another one foul, this down the right field line.
And Lugo, very similar to Lopez, is a success story in converting from the bullpen to a starter. Now, he did that last year. He wanted an opportunity to get back
I'd like
into
to give a shout out to my
rotation.
good
He
buddies
took it
over
and
there
ran
at the
with
C
it.
Sports Network
And that is exactly what we're
and
seeing
Maverick
with
Sports.
Reynaldo Lopez.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Strikes out Toro. That time a really good changeup that fooled Abraham Toro, and there are 2 away.
Talked about how little he actually throws this pitch.
1, 2.
Just 14 thrown all season long coming into the season.
That's a swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Abraham Toro by surprise and a well-located changeup from Lopez.
You gonna answer that damn
door?
door?
Misses so far in this game has Lopez.
Man, who the hell that's the
You think
door?
of his ERA at 1.75. You've got Chris Sale with a 2.12 ERA.
Flop, flop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
A 1.75 ERA just like Lopez, and you put those 3 together. That is an incredible 1-2-3 punch.
Just having a conversation today with today's media and doing a radio hit back there, and they were talking about, asking about the Braves season and what it looks like and the whole Philly thing, and feeling like it's a little bit of reverse of what we've seen the last few years. And then we're kind of on that point about what's going on at the top of the rotation and how dominant it has been.
And this is how you feel afterwards.
Postseason.
This is how you feel afterwards.
That's probably part of the way you want to win the division. You The division is a lot of time left, but keeping these guys healthy and getting into the postseason, there could be some really special things that happen if this keeps up.
And that is why the decision was made to go with Ray Kerr yesterday. Lopez was feeling fine. They just thought, if you've got a healthy Ray Kerr at this point, give Lopez another day when he's only making his 10th start of the season. He does walk Bleday here with 2 outs.
And give these starters some credit too, right? Sometimes we just think, oh, it's great you get an extra day off, but they're so regimented in what they do. And so there's no doubt that they know after they make a start what the plan is and how far away before they make their next one, whether it's going to be in 5 days or 6 days or 7 days like we have seen, because then you're going to adjust what you do in between starts accordingly. You may push back your bullpen an extra day. You might throw 2 light bullpens if it's 7 days, and these guys have handled it really well.
Play ball! Swing and a miss.
Has struck out twice.
0-1 the count. 2 outs.
There and misses.
Runner on first, top of the 5th. Atlanta leading 3-1. Brent Booker 0 for 2 in the day, 2 strikeouts, 277 batting average for the season, 11 home runs, 35 ribbies, and a .904 OPS. Out to Ozzy Albies, caught for out number 1. Number 3, my apologies. Out number 3. So we're heading to the bottom of the 5th, ladies and gentlemen. Sit in your chair, go get your snacks, grab your gallon. Let's get on the way.
Shut your f***ing mouth!
Bye-bye.
Shut your f***ing mouth!
Bye-bye.
Shut your f***ing mouth!
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Oh. You know what that sounds like? You know what that actually sounds like? The Swarm.
Swarm?
That sounds like the Swarm in Call of Duty.
No. What the?
Well, a little bit higher pitch. That there is normal, but the Swarm is a higher pitch, but it almost sounds like it.
That one?
Yeah, but I guarantee if you turn it all the way fast forward, that would almost sound like the Swarm.
Ow. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right, David. That is right.
From the vacation, he says. All right, so we got Jared Kelenic, 1 for 1 today, a 2-run double in the second, a 264 batting average, 3 home runs, 12 ribbies, and a .707 OPS on the season. Foul ball. Remember out there, everybody, smash that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss any future content when we go live, or we put a video out, or we do something. That is going to be out number 2, out number 1. So we are back to the top of the order with Ozzy Albies stepping in the batter's box. What are you doing, Mav?
I'm sitting here trying to
Donkey
stay
porn
awake.
again?
No, I'm trying to stay awake. It's been a long week.
Now go to bed then.
Nah, I'm not going to bed. Oh, that's popped up. Easy can of corn for out number 2. Damn it.
Yeah, you're a bit behind.
I know I'm a little bit behind. It's all right. Hell with it. Hell with it.
Come
on, Riley.
Count to Austin Riley. Riley, who is 0 for 2 today. Fielder's choice and a strikeout. Oh, he lost the ball.
There we go. All right. Yes, sir.
Riley would have been out. He should have been out.
Yeah. But Riley legged it out, so. I went down in the air. Come on, Big Bear.
Yeah, come on, Big Bear. Whoops. My apologies.
Accidentally found his bat.
Foul ball. 0-2 the count. Marcel is 1 for 2 tonight with a single in the first.
Nice shirt.
313 batting average, 16 home runs.
Yes.
He loves it.
Yeah, 16 home runs, 49 ribbies, and a .998 OPS on the season.
Like Chipper could take that shirt down to 30A and fit right in. That player's only booth, though.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with shirts like that.
Oh.
I own a few.
He nailed it. He's great at it. Even when we had him for a couple of innings and chatting it up prior to that. Trying to be a sponge when he's talking hitting.
But Chipper always talking about hitting.
It's somewhat uncommon for the greats. Right? I mean, as good as obviously Chipper was in the Hall of Fame career, there's a lot of great hitters that have a hard time really talking, especially to be able to talk to normal leveled players because they have played at such a high level and some of it did come easy to them and they can't relate. But Chipper's not one of those guys.
This ball is hit in the air to left.
That's it. It's gone.
And he's got it on
to the track.
Damn.
Zuna came close, but not enough. Through 5 in Atlanta.
So we're heading to the top of the 6th,
After
ladies
my
and
second
gentlemen.
tour in Iraq.
This game has been a little lackluster so far.
Just a few feet short of going over the wall. Damn.
The Athletics are doing absolutely nothing.
Nope. And I think let's see, if I'm not mistaken, I'll see what the standings are for them. I think, well, they're next to last place in their division. The only one that's last in the division is the Angels under Ron Washington. The Angels are 21-35. The A's are 23-35. Now the Houston Astros have. Oh, I'm looking at the standings for the AL West. The A's are next to last place. Dead last is the Los Angeles Angels under Ron Washington. After Ron Washington put everybody on notice that the AL West is going to be the Angels at some point. Well, so far, with Mike Trout being out with that knee surgery, it's not looking so great. Now the Houston Astros, they have made a remarkable turnaround. They're sitting at 25-32. Now, of course, right now the Seattle Mariners are 31-27, and the Texas Rangers
some content and a lot more with that MLB ballpark.
So,
there we go. We're back to Truist Park.
For the A's, right back to the mound.
Right back to
Reynaldo López.
Right back to Lopez. So he throws to Matt Olson for out number one.
And that one was hit pretty firm. 97 miles an hour off the bat and got on Lopez quickly, but showing off that athleticism, good reaction here. Glove side certainly helps in the high hop, but it's coming in hot.
He threw it in at 94. He got it back at 97. And it is 2 for 3. Seth Brown.
Gene says you're ignoring him there, Mav.
Season high for
you got that right, Gene.
Pitch count 94, and right now he's.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm just.
He's got Seth Brown flustered.
I've had a long work week.
He struck out swinging the first time. His fastball that got by him. He took a fastball for strike.
Oh, Gene. I did not like being behind the goat. No, thank you.
Tried to hold up, and he did. Says DJ Rayburn.
Funny, Gino. Funny.
It's got to be a great feeling as a pitcher, though, right? You know you've got him on skates.
It is a really good feeling. Now,
you got that right, John.
You know, when he plays the chicken charge, I think he gets behind the chicken at the end.
And the mental advantage you feel like you have nights like this for Seth Brown.
Yeah, he's got his number.
Funny.
The hat trick for Seth.
Y'all talk some smack. I'll tell you.
Slider below the zone. This one goes straight down. Not a lot of sweep to it. And even the one that he checked to swing on, he didn't look comfortable at all. Like he can't read it. Like we saw yesterday with Ray Kerr, there was a handful of Nationals hitters that just did not pick up that breaking ball spin.
All right, so we got 2 outs. Here comes the first pitch. Strike one.
McCann. 7 strikeouts for Lopez.
Ah.
The last start in Pittsburgh for Lopez. He left after the rain delay. Went 4 2/3, gave up 2 earned runs, and took the loss in that game. But would have stayed in a little bit longer had it not been for the weather. 1-2.
I think that game kind of ended up serving as, let's call it quite a half a game. He still threw 70 pitches, but a little bit of that breather as they're sitting here trying to manage the time. And it seemed like with a rain delay, no chance they're going to push Reynaldo López. So it wasn't what you wanted. The Braves ended up losing that game, but in a way, maybe it works out well for him.
Somebody's kid screaming.
2-2.
We got a screamer on aisle 1.
The Atlanta native Kyle McCann.
We got a screamer on aisle 1.
Got a creamer on aisle 1.
Just the second 3-2 count for Lopez tonight. And he turns.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 8 Ks on the night for Lopez. Come on, Snip. Leave him out there.
Here on a 3-2 count. He is not afraid. He's done this with consistency. Throwing that breaking ball.
But
getting the punch out.
If he comes in next inning, and you start to see him struggle, pull him.
Yep.
This guy has been. He has been our godsend.
So is Chris Sale.
Yes, I agree. But I just think Lopez is pitch better.
Yeah. So does Chris Sale. I mean, both of them, they've been a blessing with the Braves pitching. So,
MLB Tonight post-game show. It all starts right after the game.
and just like I said earlier, everybody, AJ Minter is not in the bullpen. He's on a 15-day IL with a hip inflammation. So they will not be turning to AJ Minter.
Minter gave up too many games.
Yes, that is true. That is definitely true. He has given up some runs.
You're right.
He gave up that walk-off.
You're right, Gino.
So,
Sale has been very solid, but so is Lopez. Lopez and Sale have been our two dominant pitchers.
yep. Now, Charlie Morton, I mean, both Sale and Morton, they're both 40 years old. So, but Morton has more of a track record than Chris Sale because Chris Sale was always hurt when he was with Boston. So,
All right, we're back to
Time he has
Truist Park.
faced his former team since
We got Matt Olson at bat.
before the
And we'll have
2022
Adam Duvall
season.
on deck and Orlando Arcia batting third in the hole.
Wait, did you say it's the first time he's faced in the eighth?
Third.
Third time.
Third.
8
Got to be something
Ks.
to it, I think, for both
David,
of these guys.
he's got
he
8
and Sean
Ks
Murphy,
so far.
even though there's going to be a lot of turnover.
8 Ks.
Handshakes?
Brian Snitker didn't go over to Lopez, but yeah, Sal Fasano shook his hand there.
Yeah, we got some action in the Braves bullpen.
Oh, so Snit just went over. This is just a moment ago. Okay. At 87 pitches, you get it. You kind of right there in no man's land, right? Where you could bring him back out, but it would have to be a quick inning.
And 8 strikeouts tonight. That is a season high. The most strikeouts that he has had since, was it 2019? The last
Well,
time that
you've
he
done
was starting.
then. We've seen
And
Snit
I don't
walk
doubt
over
that they
and talk
think he
to
is
him.
capable of going back out
Yep.
there. But again, going back to what we were talking about, this is long term.
Matt Olson, solid single.
Oh, that's a base hit to right field. Solid start for a leadoff single by Matt Olson.
It's a good one here for Matt Olson because that really good sweeper
What we
from
want.
JP Sears has been a real issue for
Yes, sir.
left-handed hitters this year. And that was not a bad one. That is down and away, but he stays on it, gets some barrel on it. 107 off the bat there for Matt Olson. I think lefties, I'll double check this. Yeah, they were hitting 080 against that sweeper coming into this game.
Yeah, that has been his best pitch, and when he's had success, he's had that going. This ball is hit.
Oh, that may hit all the way left field.
All the way to the wall.
Double for Duvall.
Here comes Matty.
Duvall, they're at second and third, and they're still.
Matt Olson starts for third.
Nice.
Yes.
No outs. No outs. Runners on second and third. Bottom of the
Change-ups
sixth.
tonight from JP
3-1
Sears, and he was
lead.
ready for this one. That is right in the middle of the plate, first pitch, and he goes out and gets it. Little hook to this as well to get it into the corner and away from Andujar. I think a pretty smart decision here from Matt Tuiasosopo over at third base, coaching for the Braves and not trying to take any chances here with nobody out and holding up Matt Olson.
A's bring the infield in a 3-1 game. Arcia takes the sweeper well outside.
Ball one.
Atlanta got a run in the first, then 2 in the second, but then Sears really settled in the last 3 innings. But now Atlanta trying to strike back.
Oh, this hit high and deep to left center. Well struck. All the way to the warning track.
All the way to the warning track before Blade.
Both runners advance.
Maddie's
Matt
gonna
Olson
come
comes
in.
home.
4-1.
Braves lead it 4-1.
4-1.
Yes, sir.
Well, that wind blowing out towards right. If those flags are the other way, I think that's a 3-run homer. Infield stays in here with 1 out. Harris awaits an 0-1 pitch. Takes a sinker inside.
You know, our guys have hit a lot of balls out close to the wall like that, but it's like for them,
Michael
they don't have
for
the strength to get it out.
1-1 offering. To third. Good job by Duvall of hustling back after Toro caught that.
You mentioned it earlier, and this is turning into one of those outings here for JP Sears as he's going to get a visit from his pitching coach, Scott Emerson. Take a look at that last play right to Abraham Toro. But it's either been 4 or more runs or 1 or 0. He hasn't let up 2 or 3, and there's really been no in between. And this is obviously now 4 runs allowed for JP Sears.
We got a mound visit here for the Athletics.
And this is start number 12, so he's been split right down the middle. 6 starts where he's allowed 4 or more. 6 starts where he's allowed 0 or 1.
Come on, Smurfinator. The Smurfinator. The Smurfy. Come on, Smurf.
Here we go. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Runner on third.
Strike
Back one.
83 pitches for Sears tonight. And a changeup. Now 0-2.
That'll be
Both of those
0-2
pitches bottom of the
count.
zone. Sears struggled in those first 2 innings. Cruised through 3, 4, 5, and now struggling again here in the 6th. Trying to get out of it, but he will not on that pitch.
Come on, Smurf.
The 5'11" lefty deals the 1-2 to Sean Murphy. And he got him to expand the
Swung
zone
and
on top.
missed.
The Braves do get another run, though. It is 4-1 after 6.
Hey, we'll take it. We're going to the top of the 7th with a 4-1 lead.
And that looked like it was going to be the night for Reynaldo López. Because Nick Dad had come over and congratulate him, you know, give him a light, soft tap on the shoulder and said a job well done. So that might end the night for Reynaldo López. So if it is, Reynaldo López with 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts on the day. I think that's one hell of a day. Or one hell of a night for Reynaldo López. He did get his ultimate career high with 8 strikeouts tonight. So not a bad way to go out. I mean, I would like to see him keep it in there, but hey. And it looks like they're bringing out Mr. PJ's, Mr. Pierce Johnson, the curveballer. In there to replace Reynaldo López on the mound.
Yeah.
So, yeah, baby, yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have that 12 streak come to an end. Yeah, man.
The really good curveball. This will be game number 18
We are back
on
to
the
Truist
season.
Park.
Just one
We got
home
Pierce
run
Johnson
allowed.
coming
He also
in.
has a four-seam
17
fastball, a
games
couple
this
of cutters
season
that
with
he's thrown
15.2
this season.
innings.
Bottom three in Oakland's order, starting with Geloff. He drove in the only run of the game for the A's back in the 4th inning.
Come on, PJs. Let's get this guy out and let's get the boys back up.
Down and away, 2 balls and a strike.
So I don't know. I'm sure they track this kind of
butt,
stuff in the
DD.
notes as far as uniforms that the Braves wear and how their record goes accordingly.
I paid
The
attention,
Reds seem
Gino.
like an interesting choice. Trying to everyone talking about maybe a change to mojo. We talked
I'm not
about it
asleep
on
yet, everybody. I'm
pregame
still
show,
here.
and no doubt the Braves talking about a little bit as well. It feels like that's what the red jerseys are about. After
You think I'm asleep, but I'm not asleep.
Well, so far you like the results. A 4-1 lead. And Johnson dealing a 2-2 pitch. Pop back and out of play. And a lot of those losses have come here at home uncharacteristically. Remember, the Braves were 15-4 at Truist through the middle of May, but they've lost 7 of 9 here at the home park.
Now says goodnight.
Trying to turn that around here tonight. That helps. The pat
That is a swing and a miss.
takes care of Geloff.
Yes.
Out number 1.
Such a tough pitch, spinning it better than 3,000 RPMs for Pierce Johnson, one of the best in the game, and now his 20th strikeout on that pitch. 20 of the 23 he has this year have come on the breaking ball.
Andre 3,000 RPM.
That's right. That's right. By the way, it's a big request at the Nikowski house, wondering what wrestler we're going to talk about tonight.
I think I maxed out with Jesse the Body Ventura and Andre the Giant. I think that's all I've got.
Megan wanted to know, can you get a Hulk Hogan in there somehow?
Oh, sure. The Hulk. Well, you just did. We did it. We did it.
The streak is alive.
Soderstrom. Hey, speaking of Andre 3000, announced today that Braves are going to have another Outcast night here at the ballpark. It went over so well last year. Those bobbleheads were such a hot item. They're going to do it again this year, running it back.
Yeah, good decision for sure.
Come on, PJs.
And we were fortunate enough to have one of the
fucking bullpen. Don't give it up on us.
You almost dropped it out.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Balance like that. Great. Hopefully we weren't recording there.
You see it there at the bottom of your screen. It's August 6th. To learn more, to go to Braves.com/promos.
Hot item.
Oh. There. Walk to Soderstrom. Show it to the folks at home.
So you got to be a little careful if you get your hands on one of these, because the way that it sits, it kind of did one of these on me and I almost lost it. But these are awesome.
Oh,
this was such a great idea.
Last year, so every night there's a bobblehead night. You pull up to the ballpark and people are waiting. They're excited.
Yep.
Last year, I'd never seen anything
Really?
like it. Oh, it's like all 40,000 people are already out there in line trying to get their hands on one of these things. So on August 6th, get to the ballpark early. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, I kind of got some of the feedback on the Spencer Strider vinyl, which is
Come
also
on,
in
PJs.
August, I believe. And they announced that a couple of weeks ago and already asked, hey, is there any chance I'd be able to get to that game? I'm like, it's the middle of May. Well, get back to me like 3 days before.
Check back later. That came in on the hands of Diaz, and he pops it in the air. Now Ozzie is going to wait and think about maybe getting 2 out of that. They will not, because Diaz was running hard.
Yeah, not sure which runner you'd rather have on
Ozzie
base
was
at that
trying to
point.
do a IQ move.
And kind of a tough decision to be put in as a base runner. So the play here actually is to throw that ball to first. And then you have Soderstrom in a rundown. But I'm sure Brian Snitker's like, you know what, let's just get one. I have to get too creative here.
So there are 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, and Toro. Stay tuned for the stretch.
Come
presented
on.
by Synovus. Coming up here after one more out.
Clam chowder. All right, Gino.
Country music trio Chapel Hart gonna provide us.
Oh
with a great
boy.
rendition of Bless America
Gino
tonight.
gave a shot of tequila. Oh Lord.
And then it'll be Cracker Jack Palooza here.
Swinging butt back to the mound. Pierce Johnson takes care of Toro. And that does send us to the stretch. But as I said before we get to the stretch, Chapel
All right,
Hart
so
to sing God Bless America. Enjoy, everybody.
All right, we're gonna stay live. As long as they
freedom with the singing of God Bless America, performed by country music trio Chapel Hart.
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean, wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Play ball. Let's go.
Play ball.
Play ball.
The Stretch is brought to you by Synovus, the bank that helps you reach for your big league dreams. Get there with Synovus.
That I'd rather Timothy Hill do it.
Pete Moreland, Trevor Scales outside kicking it on the battery here with you. Pete, pregame, you called for 10 hits. We are well on their way there. And the offense is certainly something to show for.
And we got it started early on tonight. It was really good to see. I heard a stat today that we have already had enough homeless games this year.
Yeah, go to your room. Gino. Enough with the flushies already.
You go about things and you put together some team bats like they did tonight. They were happy to take their walks. They were driving the ball all over the place. Opposite field didn't matter. Jared Kelenic with a massive double, 2-run double in the second inning. That's 3 runs in the first 2 innings. We've been struggling to score early. We've been struggling to score at all. So to get those runs on the board and to have Ray go out there and do what he's done on the regular was absolutely outstanding. It feels like we might be heading in the right direction, and it's a great start to this series already.
And it feels like we're going to have to talk about Ray post-game too. But for now, let's get you back to some more Braves baseball. That comes after a quick word from our friends over at Synovus.
Our friends over at Synovus.
Oh me.
Oh me.
Welcome back to Braves baseball. Bottom of the seventh, that 4-1 lead.
Boy,
Great to see
hello,
the offense get
Miss
going early
Ashley.
for the Braves. I talked to Brian Snitker before tonight's game. He said, look, this time is not about me giving some sort of pep talk. That is not going to change things for these guys. He said they are professionals. They're driven. They enjoy hard work. This is just something now that they have to handle. He says he goes by the motto.
All right, I'm going to do the chicken
because
charge.
there's something good on the other side of it. But he wasn't sugarcoating it either. Said it's been rough, especially when you're a team that's built on Southern power. That makes it even harder. You just have to weather
I think
the
he got
storm like we've done
behind
in
him
the
just
past,
at the
but
end.
I'd say for tonight, the weather forecast.
Snuck up on him, didn't you?
Yeah. I would agree. So far, so good. A really
Got
clean
him,
game.
Tiger.
Obviously, Reynaldo López was great. The offense came out early, setting the tone. We had talked about that. There is definitely something to
What's up,
not just the
Daniel?
numbers behind
scoring first, but when you're scuffling a little bit, getting out to that early lead, you got a really good pitcher on the mound. That helps with the confidence.
Guys, I appreciate everybody stopping in on my comeback stream.
Stuff doesn't always work a lot in our game.
The algorithm didn't push us
for certain meetings,
as broadly as it was starting to, but
Kelnick bouncing
we
out
still
the
had an
first.
okay
So
stream.
Chick-fil-A this week
Yeah.
started serving soft serve in the ballpark, and they just
I did disconnect. I
it
did
is fantastic.
disconnect to reconnect.
I was going to have the bone broth here in the bottom of the 7th, but completely
OBS at least
sabotaged
once.
here with the ice cream, and ice cream wins every single time.
Folks, life's all about balance.
But
This is fantastic. So
they
yeah,
can
next time you're
continue to
Truist, you can now get
correct
soft
the
serve at
issues.
Chick-fil-A.
Like I lost a lot of downloads. I had
your
a
bone broth
97
over the ice
download.
cream, you know,
Now I
Just
got like
nailing it in tonight.
21.
Well, you've kind of been doing that for 50
Well,
years,
good
haven't
point.
you? Ozzy in the top of the order.
Now, are you a guy that if you eat ice cream too fast, you get the brain
I do,
freeze?
yes.
I get it in the back of my throat. I don't like feel it in my head, but I feel it in my throat.
Yeah.
And it just completely locks me up. I started to sense one coming on. I'm like, all right, slow down.
Easy. Slow down, Nitkowski. Yeah, but Brian Snitker, I mean, look, he's being asked about it after every game as the offense, and he knows those questions are coming. It's part of the territory, but what he keeps saying is what Ashley said. We've got good hitters. We know we do. Just hoping that things will start to correct themselves. This ball sent out.
That ball was popped out the right field for easy can of corn. Out number 2. Damn.
Out number 2.
Come on.
From Georgia Drive Chevy.
The 2024 Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Come on, Austin
Proud
Riley.
partner of the Atlanta Braves.
And nobody wants to turn it around more than the guys at the plate. They're tired of hearing it too.
They feel the most. They certainly understand it. They know what this team was built on a year ago and what that looked like. And all of a sudden, it's not the same. Home run production drops a little bit. Everybody fully aware. But the worst thing you can do as any professional athlete is start to panic and try to do things that are different, that are unnecessary.
Well, Sears, even though he's trailing here in the ballgame 4-1, he's trying to get through 7 innings to save that bullpen. As CJ mentioned earlier, it's a bit of a mess right now. A couple guys overused. They also have several injuries, including Ursig, who went on the IL today, one of their key cogs down there, their setup man. So Sears is trying to stay out there as long as he can.
Had 2 relievers that have thrown 3 days in a row leading into this one. A couple of more that have thrown 2 days in a row. And that big arm down there, of course, Mason Miller, he threw 2 innings yesterday and threw 33 pitches, so he wasn't going to be available tonight. And he's thrown 2 out of 3. They're probably not thrilled about even throwing him tomorrow. As good as he has been, and he's been a great story for the Oakland A's. So they bring up a couple of relievers to try to help out, but no doubt for Mark Kotsay, he's absolutely thrilled that JP Sears has pitched into the 7th inning.
Trying to get out of the 7th.
What, Ryan?
2 outs, 2-2 pitch to Riley. Ground ball, backhanded by Geloff. Good play. So Sears does get to 7, but it's still the Braves on top by
He hit
3.
a straight flush. Nice.
Oh, the milkshakes are killer.
Hey, Gino said everybody, the round is on him. We got to go to his place, and we all get whatchamacallit? Gene, help me out here. What's the round on you? First round's on Gino. So everybody get your list ready. Give it to Mr. Gino. He's got to write everything down. Come on, Gino. Oh, I bet you didn't there, Gino. But you'll be paying for something when we all show up your doorstep for the free round.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my goodness, what did I walk myself into? But congratulations there, Gino, on the winnings, brother. Congratulations, bud.
Did you mean you really actually won?
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Oh, Lord.
That's awesome, brother. Absolutely, Kenneth. As long as everything continues to work the way it's supposed to, I'll be picking up all the Braves games from here out for a while. I need to get caught back up.
Once and by Delta.
I have not looked any further than the 3-game series here with the Athletics.
Joe Jimenez
so
on for the
I'll be looking into that. And I know Bav's going to want to get a couple streams in too. So
that's been a great year for Joe Jimenez, and even great ERA coming into this one. And
now tomorrow I will not be here, so you're more than welcome to.
There's not a lot of home.
I'll be home Sunday, but tomorrow I will not be here. So.
Brian Snitker has it lined up how he had hoped he would.
Oh yes, you are. You're not going over there.
Johnson throws the 7th.
I'm not going over there. I'm
ready for Iglesias in the 9th.
You're grounded.
Now, what did you say again?
Slider missing inside.
See,
so
Daddy.
Falling behind
He's
Bleday.
grounded. Yeah.
Bleday, second year with the A's after he debuted with the Marlins
Heck yeah.
back in 2022.
Oh,
looked like a strike, but instead, Bleday will trot down to first.
Yeah, I'm Mavericks #1 fan. Mr. Mav.
A pretty good pitch here from
Top of
Joe
the right
Jimenez,
corner,
maybe
baby.
just off the plate.
Check
You
this
see Sean
channel
Murphy
out,
bringing it back,
Maverick
but then on his
Sports.
own, I thought maybe it caught the corner, but it did.
YouTube.com/@_.
And if you're wondering about
Maverick
eventually maybe an
Sports.
ABS system or a challenge system that we may see in a couple of years, Rob Manfred said it probably won't happen next year. It's a good example of a situation in which the Braves probably would have used it. It's a big spot.
And if you would use it and win, you keep it.
Nice.
I would give probably at least 5. It's going to happen so fast,
so quickly, right?
I would have no problem with having 5. The question becomes, who are you going to allow to make those decisions? And I'll tell you right now, don't let any pitchers do it, because
they'll be calling for it quick.
They're just natural beggars. You know, they know sometimes that they still want to complain about it and still want to get a call they know they don't deserve. So I think I would leave it in the hands of the catchers.
We need
really
at least
tough to see
one
from the side.
subscribe tonight.
Inside, outside, up, down from the dugout.
Live.
It's a tough call to make for managers.
So if you haven't done so yet,
Well, 7 pitches
please.
for Jimenez, 6 balls.
Slap
I think a
that
good spot
subscribe
for
button,
Sean
guys
Murphy to
and
go out
gals.
there.
Yep, it's wise for him
Love
to do
to
it in this
have
spot.
you
You know, Joe,
know
again, he's
us.
been great all year, but there's a couple of games that he has had. He had a little run there back in the early middle part of May where the command had gotten away from him a little bit.
Hard hit. Arcia, though, takes it. And Albies cannot hang on. Now Bleday, though, stays at second. That thing was a rocket off the bat at 112 miles an hour, but unfortunately Atlanta can't get anybody.
It's great hands by Orlando to come up with the baseball, but it was the throw that he looked like he tried to put a little extra on it. He knew he had to hurry, and it short hopped Ozzie, and he could not make the pick.
So the A's trying to mount a rally here in the top of the 8th. It is a base hit for Rooker, not an error on Orlando Arcia. Now you've got Miguel Andujar, who is 2 for 3, a double and a single tonight.
You saw Jimenez in last night's ball game come in and throw just 10 pitches to get through an inning, and 9 of those pitches were strikes. He was just filling up the strike zone, and has been in each of his last couple of outings. But the Kranitz, I think, want to come out here now, talk to him a little bit, see maybe if there's anything he's picked up on. Or much like Sean Murphy, just trying to get that little bit of a reset and get him back in the zone.
A word now from Zaxby's.
Feast, 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 feast.
Yeah, we played the Red Sox a few series back for a 2-game.
Yep.
Dylan Lee has started to throw in the Atlanta bullpen. A 2-0 from Jimenez. Fouled back.
This is just the second time this season that Joe Jimenez has thrown in back-to-back games. Last time he did it, he threw well. It was an inning in the third, and it was a shutout inning. That's something you generally concern yourself with too much, but this bullpen runs so deep that a lot of these guys have not been asked to go back-to-back very often.
Out to center field, Michael Harris. And there is the first out. Bleday will not go anywhere.
I just locked up.
And that bullpen has not been overtaxed because the starters have just been so darn good.
Yeah, it's lined up really well. And even though there's been injuries, thinking about Tyler Matzik, right, obviously not healthy right now, and there's been a little bit of shuffling, not a lot, but a little bit of shuffling down in that bullpen. AJ
all of a sudden, the whole thing on my end just
the Braves have had built in.
froze.
And the starters certainly have done their job.
It's been doing that tonight. It's locked up on me once.
Seth Brown, he has struck out 3 times tonight. All of those against the starter.
It's been cutting in and out. I guess it's the VPN that's cutting out for me.
And he's down 0-2.
I see. I don't know, bud.
I don't know either. I'm just gonna roll with it.
Oh, sorry about that, Kenneth.
0-2.
I know how tough it is.
He's got the golden
got him swinging.
Strikeouts for Seth Brown, and now 2 away.
We're in the top of the 8th with 2 away.
Really well done
Runners
here on
on
this
first
slider.
and second.
Another one going straight down. And that seems to be the version of the slider that Seth Brown has really struggled with. Sliders with good depth, falling just below the zone. He's offered quite a few of those this evening.
Joe Jimenez trying to bounce back after allowing Bleday and Rooker to reach. He's got Andujar and Brown, and now here's Kyle McCann.
Whatever Rick Kranitz said in that meeting and is working out really well here so far. 2 quick outs, an opportunity now to get out of this first and second nobody out situation.
Comes the pitch.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. We got 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Kyle McCann, 1
the
for
rookie,
3,
26 years of
fourth.
age.
Here we
All his
go.
friends and family here watching since he is from nearby. But Jimenez trying to take advantage of him.
Down.
Let's go. Come on. Come on, G.I. Joe. Let's go, G.I. Joe, baby. Come on, G.I. Joe.
Joe is ready. Here we go. Got him.
Got him.
Corner.
There you go, baby.
Remains a 4-1 ball
We'll
game.
take it.
Friday night frozen pizza. It just
Damn.
different.
Let's go, Joe. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining us, Atlanta Braves leading 4-1. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th with the Atlanta Sluggers will be coming to bat.
You got that right, Gino. Let's go.
G-Note.
G-Note.
Instead of calling it a C-Note, it's a G-Note.
Oh, my goodness.
He's our hundo, baby. Dropping hundos. Giving some G-Notes. Yeah. Remember, everybody, I said it a few streams ago. If you would like to send me a picture of yourself, just the best thing to do is, take it on a plain background, something so it's easy to be able to edit. I have a program that makes emojis out of the pictures. Everybody that wants to be a part of this, that's a part of the members club, can send me a picture of themselves, and I will make you an emoji just like you see up in the above Mr. Maverick over there. You'll have your own emoji with the team uniforms, and you will be given a playing card with your emoji in it. And if you want, throw a few of your best poses and we can maybe do a playing card out of it. I'll be showing more what I mean by the playing cards. Actually, when I start my stream and you'll see 3 playing cards in like a rainbow effect, that's what they can look like. It's planthbs2005@gmail.com if you're interested in doing that. Oh, 0-3.
Oh.
This guy's keeping Marcell Ozuna at bay. They're pitching
Yep.
good all night.
Come on, Matteo.
That's deep. That's deep out to the track, but going to be shallow. Caught. Out number 2.
Damn.
2 away, and we provide you now with a quick message from Delta.
From Braves country to the world. Delta, official airline of the Atlanta
You
Braves.
know, like you would in any kind of playing card.
Yep.
I love that you've gone
Gino with over that, the towel.
Chick-fil-A soft serve to Chick-fil-A.
Leave it to G to turn it
They
dirty.
handed us the
Yep.
serve. Of course, you can't say no. You want to be polite, and who's really going to turn that down anyway? And then all of a sudden,
He's saying turn
"Oh,
up
and
for
by the
what?"
way, they also brought some milkshakes and French fries, and
You're off the rails.
I haven't had one French fry, so I consider that a victory. And those waffle fries are tough to turn down.
Oh man, are they ever?
But cookies and cream.
Damn,
that's
G.
Come on,
Turns
dude.
everything
tough
dirty.
thing to say no to.
Duval playing up the middle.
Right up the
Duval.
middle to
And
second
Duval
base
hit
and
it right
over
to
to
him. So Brady
first base
Basso,
for
MLB
out number
debut,
3.
1-2-3 inning.
That is the end of the 8th inning.
Atlanta Braves baseball
With
is
that
brought to
said,
you by
guys
local
and gals, I'll
Toyota
be
dealers.
pulling the
Toyota,
chat
let's go
vote down.
Passes. By the Georgia Lottery, today could be the day.
If you haven't got your vote in, get it in the next 5 seconds.
In
4, 3, 2, 1. Ending the poll.
Terrific matchup in the Bronx.
All right, so we had 20 votes in the poll tonight. 85% have voted for the Atlanta Braves, while 15%
7 Eastern.
voted
Then
for the
after the
Oakland
game,
Athletics.
stick around as TV's best baseball analysts break down the game's critical moments and assess player performances. The Casamigos Tequila MLB Tonight post-game show. It all starts right after the game here on MLB Network.
This is what you've been waiting for, folks.
This guy is off the charts special.
He sends one deep.
All right, so if the Braves can hold on to win, which they have a 4-1 lead, we got 3 outs left to get. If we hold on for the win, then the Golden Broom celebration is still intact, as well as the chat vote celebration. If you need reminded of what those are,
Of one team.
We are part
if the Braves sweep a team, obviously that's the Golden Broom celebration, and we just do a celebration of a bunch of random giveaways
On we go
throughout a
tonight.
stream.
Braves trying to win the lid lifter of this series on top 4-1. Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. And the coverage cam is the bullpen doing
We
its
also-
thing. Pierce Johnson, then Joe
Be
Jimenez.
sure to head over to the community page as well,
Couple of
guys.
slices of frozen pizza, and now
Drop your
Raisel
likes and
Iglesias
get your
will
votes
come
in over
on
there.
in the 9th inning.
Good breaking balls from both of those guys. Now it'll be a little bit of a different story here with Iglesias. Of course, we know it is a changeup in which he uses to get most of his hitters out. 10 of his 16 strikeouts.
Reynaldo Iglesias comes in the ball game for Atlanta.
15 in save opportunities. He's got himself a little bit of a cushion here with a 3-run lead.
Bottom 3 in the order, starting with Zach Geloff, the second baseman.
See?
He wanted that one.
All night long, that ump has called that placement in the bottom balls, but the placements up top have been strikes.
Tomorrow the calendar flips in June, and that over the last handful of
But he's been calling that same pitch a strike most of the night.
Braves, for whatever reason.
Now he calls it a
Not
ball.
in the bottom.
These last few years may have
Not in the bottom.
been as kind to the Braves, and that has been the case again this year. Down the left field line, that ball stays fair.
That's going to be a double.
And that's going to be a ground rule double. It bounced over the fence and came back. So Geloff at second base.
And take a look at the pitch here, and there is that changeup from Reynaldo Iglesias. A little bit elevated. That gave Zach Geloff that opportunity. Pretty high bouncing over the wall.
So now Soderstrom, who has walked twice and struck out. Braves will certainly take this. Runner goes to third. They're not worried about him. One away. But last year the Braves were 15-14 in May. If you go all the way back to 2018, the Braves 86.
They need to be worried about him.
Month of May combined. Now, a lot of franchises would take that. We are spoiled with what the Braves have done since 2018 and that run of titles. What a stop by Orlando Arce.
Oh yeah, I was Kenneth. I do have it. I do have pictures.
Sensational.
I got so sidetracked because my internet went down and
what a treat it has been to watch him really all
Arcia
tonight.
out, number 2.
Nice plays, some great stops, hard hit balls.
Sensational play by Orlando Arcia, but runners scored. It's 4-2, but they Braves do get 2 outs.
Special defensively for.
That's one hell of a play.
Top-notch play. The run does score, but at this point, 2 outs and now 3 outs.
That's it.
The Braves win.
That's the game.
Yes.
The Braves win.
Braves win. Braves win, baby. Braves win. Yes, sir.
Over Oakland to start the series.
We expected the Braves to be able to handle the Oakland A's this
All right,
So
so
the winning pitch-
that's the game. 4-2.
Yep.
Hi there. I'm Rob.
Winning pitcher is Reynaldo López. Losing pitcher is JP Sears. Reynaldo López goes to 3-2 on the season. Sears goes to 4-4. And the save goes to Reynaldo Iglesias. Gino. Yeah, I'm not giving no classes on that. Oh my goodness. Glad I can make it, everybody. Sorry I was just a few minutes late. Started the game, but I'm glad I made it.
I haven't seen Jeremy in a very long time, Kenneth, to be honest.
Yep.
Very long time.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since what, last year?
Something like that.
I think. Yeah,
Like,
about 6 to 8 months ago.
I hadn't seen him since when I got sick, and then my internet didn't work for several months.
Yep. And that's
The whole
that's
time
been,
I was away, I didn't see him, but it's been that long ago.
Yes, Chris Sale will be on the mound tomorrow for Atlanta. And I think it will be, I'll tell you who the starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics will be tomorrow. Bear with me here, everybody, while I pull that up. It'd be Aaron Brooks for the Oakland A's.
I'll tell you, I'd love to have somebody, if somebody's interested in helping me out with something, I would graciously accept your help. What I'm looking for is to get a text document put together of all the remaining games that the Braves have. What dates they're played, who they're against, and who their starting pitchers will be. Well, you can't really get the ERAs or anything like that, but you can definitely get the starting pitchers for most of them. Well, now I take that back. You can only see the starting pitcher for up to sometimes a day or two ahead of time. But at least, because I don't know if I can show them this. I have one, but it stopped at the Athletics. This is my document I had from the beginning of the season, and it stopped at the Athletics tonight.
But yeah,
so I see
Chris Sale is tomorrow.
Guys. Yeah.
Yep.
Chris Sale is okay. Yeah.
Yep. Chris Sale is on the mound tomorrow.
Hey. Anything else? All right. So tomorrow's game will be 4:10 p.m. Eastern. Everybody. First pitch. That's 3:10 Central, and then game 3 will be a 1:35 p.m. Eastern, so 12:35 Central. First pitch. I do plan on streaming both of those for you. So look no further if you want a Brave stream, because we're doing it here. All right, so I think we had a good first night back. Stream seemed to have held up. The upload seemed to be okay. We did disconnect once. I don't know if it caused any issue with anybody. I don't know if they had refresh or anything. But all right, guys.
Glad you got your stream in tonight, though. That's for sure.
Me too. It definitely needed to be.
Yep.
All right. So with that said, guys and gals, I do appreciate everybody that stopped by. Unfortunately, our streak of 12 consecutive streams with a subscriber has came to an end. We did not get us any subscribers tonight, so I am saddened by that. But hey, we know how it goes. I haven't streamed for a week, and who knows? Maybe it's algorithm being mean.
Well, you may pick up one tomorrow. So
yeah, you never know.
You never know. So I wouldn't say it come to an end. I would say just let it keep rolling. Well, yeah, it has, but let it keep rolling. I mean, what do you expect? You've been gone for a week. I mean, you had internet issues because of that storm, so there's no harm in that.
Yeah, and Kenneth, I'll get some of those out so you guys can check them out. We do have pictures. All right. So, anyways, tomorrow, 4:10 Eastern, 3:10 Central. I'll probably go live about 15 minutes early, 20 minutes early. I will get that scheduled up tonight for both games. So until then, guys, hey, this is KGB for the C Sports Network, home to your streaming outlaws, and Mr. Maverick himself, the man above. saying thank you, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.
Peace.
Peace.